I'll be back. Even her brought my you one ugly mother. You're not a tumor. I should have the rest of it and have it stupid down a minute. Ha ha, have fun. Get to the chopper. Stick around. Welcome back everybody, Matt and I'm back here. Hope you're doing well. So we got a new Netflix TV series starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. I've been looking forward to this. As a lot of people know, I've said before, when I did like my Jingle All the Way Christmas special back in December, I grew up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, when I say I grew up with him, I grew up with him. Talking about 90s all the way. Arnold, 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 Arnold. Um, Everything from Terminator to Twins to Total Recall, Predator, Commando, Batman and Robin, Last Action Hero, The Sixth Day, Collateral Damage, Junior, what else? Demolition Man, Jingle All the Way. I mean, you name Arnold movie, I watched it in the 90s. I mean, Conan, the Barbarian. I mean, like I said, you name Arnold movie, I watched it throughout the 90s and early 2000s. And probably every Sunday. Yeah. So, like I said, when it comes to actors when I was a kid, there were only a couple that I knew. Arnold, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and then Adam Sandler. Most of those are comedians. No, you gotta understand my knowledge of Hollywood back in the day. Jim, Adam, Robin, and Arnold. And now we can also argue the only really good actor in all that was Robin Williams. I mean, and the funny part is most of the Robin Williams movies I saw back then weren't like Good Will Hunting or Good Morning Vietnam. They were like Jumanji, Aladdin, Flubber. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with those movies, but once again, my knowledge of Hollywood and, actors was very minimal. Arnold ruled the house. So I was looking forward to this new Arnold TV series on Netflix. Oh yeah, True Lies, forgot about that one, was going to be very, very influenced by this show. So yeah, True Lies was another one. Like it, when I said I have seen every Arnold movie you can think of. I have seen every Arnold movie you can think of. And like I said, I was more knowledgeable with Arnold. If I had to take a test back in the 90s on Arnold, I would have passed that than passing my math test, or my social studies test, or my science test. And guess what? I was very, very knowledgeable about Arnold and his movies. So, going into this, I was very excited. You got Arnold doing his first TV show. It's in the vein influenced by True Lies, one of probably the best action movies of the 90s. One that people don't talk about much in terms of James Cameron, they think of Terminator. But, directed by James Cameron, starring Arnold, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, and a young Alicia Dessou. They were supposed to make a sequel to True Lies. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. But then 9/11 happened and James Cameron said, we can't make a terrorist movie now. No. Even though Arnold had a new terrorist movie out at that time, Collateral Damage, when he was a firefighter, and The Wolf. But they did not make another True Lies, sadly. I would have rather have seen them do another True Lies rather than Avatar. Um, but here we go, we got FUBAR. I was looking forward to this, Arnold. He got Barbaro, who we just saw a year ago in Top Gun Maverick. He got Jay Barencol in here, the nerd that he's getting all the hot women. I'll get to that in my review. Um, and it looked fun. The trailer, I'm like, this looks like it could be a fun little action comedy, TV series. And let's get into it. Positives. Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold in a movie since 2019, the last Terminator movie, and Terminator Dark Fate. And I miss Arnold. Is Arnold the best actor in Hollywood? No. No, no, no. But he has his own stick, and he's great at it. And here, when he gets going, especially in the comedy department, he's hilarious. He has his one-liners. He calls back to some of his more famous quotes from his movie years. Get to the chopper! Yes, he says that. And he says it perfectly. Even make the reference later in the show, I'm like the chopper parent. And his daughter, like, you mean helicopter parent. Oh, that's what it's called. I thought it was chopper parent. Okay. He also uses one of his more, not really famous from Terminator 2 lines, but if you know Terminator 2, affirmative. No, you don't say affirmative. One thing I really liked about this, if you are a Arnold fan, if you know Arnold movies, like I do, there are a lot of Easter eggs in this show that are little nuggets, little Easter eggs, little winks to the audience, like, hey, you remember that line or that moment from, that Arnold movie? They got a lot of, like Jay Barencol, who plays the boyfriend slash fiance of Monica Barbera, who's the daughter of Arnold. Arnold's daughter in the show. He's a kindergarten teacher. And Arnold making a little joke about that. Oh, you're dating a kindergarten teacher. What's so hard about that? I'm watching this dying. I'm like, yep. There's another joke about Danny DeVito later on. And I was like, okay. Then we have a guest appearance in one episode by one actor. I won't say who it is. But I'm like, I haven't seen you in a long, long, long time. And I mean, I haven't in a long time. And it was a nice little, hey, yeah. You see, the funny part is, the generation now ain't gonna know who the fuck that guy is. What have you seen an early 1994 Arnold movie? You're gonna be like, they found him, they brought him back. Yes. Monica Barbaro, I think that's how you say her name. I like that she was in Top Gun Maverick last year as Phoenix. Here, I can't believe it's been exactly a year since Top Gun Maverick came out. And now here she is with a Netflix show. It has to be it must be good being Monica, because first you do your first big film with Tom Cruise, and now now she's done some TV stuff, but as the co-star, the second main character outside of Arnold, and now you get to work with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's pretty good. I really like her in this show, like that she plays the daughter of Arnold's daughter, and Emma Bruna. You got Nick Bruna and Emma Bruna. I really like her, and you really get to see a lot of her range in this, unlike maybe Top Gun Maverick, where she was more just serious. She's funny in this show. She's emotional at times. She's romantic with Jane Barencole in moments. She can be serious. She can also handle the action scenes. I thought she did a great job with those. So, and her chemistry with Arnold. Let me tell you something. You never know when actor is working with another actor, and then you have either love interest or father, parent to kid. Are we going to buy that relationship, that chemistry, that you really buy them as father-daughter? And let me tell you something. At least for me, I 100% bought that Monica Barbaro and Arnold Schwarzenegger were father and daughter. They had great chemistry. And they had to. Because they are in the whole thing. And a lot of times, it's them. They're the main focus. They're the main with the issues and everything. So if that didn't work, this whole show wouldn't have worked. So I like Monica Barbaro in this. Well, her next movie is going to be the Bob Dylan film with Timothy Chalamet and Elle Fanning, directed by James Mangold. So I'm really looking forward to that now. Jane Barencole. I'm going to say it right now. I don't get how this guy gets the hottest women in Hollywood. Like, every up-and-coming new actress who's hot, he gets to work with them. 2010, Teresa Palmer in The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Also in 2010, Alice Eve in She's Out of My League. Now, in FUBAR, he's dating Monica Barbaro. Either as a big personality or a big... He has his own shtick. He's the nerdy, bumbling, skinny, dweeb, if you will. And he plays it great, And hey, if he can play it great and still get, Monica Barbaro to want to make out with you, my type of guy. Still waiting on mine, nerd, skinny, not having any luck on this side, but way to go, Jay. Really funny. I laughed a lot, and then you ended with the Arnold stuff, Monica Barbaro stuff. In fact, they're in it, they have a therapy session, and they have puppets. Monica Barbaro has a puppet of Arnold has a puppet of her, and that back and forth was hilarious. So I thought it was pretty funny, and then you with them too. And we also have another character, Milan Carter plays Barry. He's like the nerd. He works for the CIA. He's the nerdy guy. He was really funny at times. He likes to collect comic book stuff, Star Trek stuff, Star Wars stuff. He's the ultimate nerd. But I thought he was good. He had a lot of humor too. Kind of balanced like Jane Barencole and him. Like here's the nerd, but good looking and stuff. And then you got Jane Barencole, who actually gets the hot girl. So it was like one of those those are my positives and negatives. There's actually not much action in this show. For a show that's, trying to be true life, there's very little action. I mean, yes, it has the spirit of true life. Instead of, husband is CIA undercover, wife doesn't know he does that, and then the wife gets involved, and now they're both working for the CIA. Here, the father's retiring, getting out of the CIA, has to go on one more mission and find out that his daughter actually works for the CIA undercover. So it's a little instead of husband and wife, it's father-daughter. But there's not much action. There's action in the first episode. There's a really cool train sequence, I think in the third episode. And then it's really not until the final episode do we get any other action scenes. So I thought for a show that was supposed to be an action comedy, there's not much action. One of the characters who plays Rue, Fortune Seamster, I think that's how you say her name. She apparently is a stand-up comedian. I haven't watched any of her stand-up, but I thought she was the most annoying character in the show. None of her jokes were funny. She was actually outright annoying most of the time. And I'm going to say, I wish at the end of this season they killed her off. I mean, if they knew a season 2, I really hope they don't have her come back. She was just outright annoying the entire time. Villain. Gabriel Luna plays the villain, which it took me a second until about the end of the first episode. So I was like, wait a minute. Gabriel Luna was the villain in the last Terminator movie, Terminator Dark Fate, that came out in 2019. And now he's the villain in this. I guess Arnold liked working with him in Terminator, and they brought him back in here. I wish we had more of him. I like what we had of him in the show, but there's not much of him. Like, we see him at the beginning, and then once again, he's sprinkled near the end in the last 2 episodes. But there's like a middle part where we don't see him at all. Like, what happened to the villain? Character decisions. Characters make decisions in this show that sometimes you're like, what? Like Monica Barbaro's character. 1 minute she makes one decision, then she makes another. You're like, I don't like you right now. You're making a dumb decision. Also, the family aspect of this show really takes the front and center over the action, which after a while got kind of repetitive and annoying. Like, can we get back to the spy part of this show? The action, rather than the family drama? They even have a storyline of a cancer. Like the Arnold's granddaughter has cancer and they need to get, some like bone marrow. And it was just like, huh? What does this have to do with the main plot of the show? But overall, I would say it was fine. I liked the humor. I liked some of the action. I like Arnold. I like Monica Barbaro in here. That I would hope they do get a second season. And if they do, I hope they focus more on the action and the spy stuff than on the family bullshit. Also, this movie does have a little bit of influence of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the Brad Pitt Angelina Jolie movie, which I really like that movie too. So, I would say I would at least give this like a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. It's 8 episodes. I thought it went by pretty quickly. I got it done in a weekend. So, FUBAR. Did you see it? Are you going to watch it? Do you want to see a second season? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Bat here.